Hello, I'm Simon from CareCo and I'm going to show you how to assemble the CareCo Nano automatic fold mobility scooter. I've taken the scooter from its packaging and I've laid out all the parts in front of me, as you can see. I have the main body of the Nano, I have the carpet, the keys, the battery cover and its charger. The first thing that we need to do once we've got the scooter out from the packaging is to connect the battery. Now the battery is already installed inside the compartment, however its electrical connections are not. In order to do the connections, you may find it easier to lift up the mobility scooter into a standing position. Let me show you how. So lifting from the rear, pull the scooter and stand it upright. At this point, you will now see two blue electrical connections. They simply need to be connected together. Now you may find that they're within the scooter due to transportation. Just fish them out and then click them together. Once in position, just push them back through into the seat and then place the scooter down onto the rear wheels as before. At the rear of the scooter, there are two buttons, a red and a green button. By pressing the green button, the scooter will unfold. Once unfolded, we can fit the battery terminal cover. Ensure we place the blue cable inside the compartment. Take the cover and the pointed end goes towards the front. Place in as so, and it simply clicks into position at the back. We can now move on to fitting the footplate carpet. As you can see, there's a circular section which denotes the front of the carpet, and this goes towards the tiller. It's held in position with Velcro, so simply place into position and firmly press with your hands. In order to adjust the Nano to your preferences, we can lift up the handles on the side by pressing in the button. We can then come around and lift up the backrest and then take a seat. Once in the Nano, again, we can press the button on the side, lift up the armrests, and we can now adjust these by pressing this other button on the side and adjust them up or down. And now we need to adjust the handlebars. So the handlebars are attached to the tiller. Simply release the hand wheel on the front, lift those up, and retighten the hand wheel. Once that feels right, we can now charge the mobility scooter before its first use. Again, to exit, we can press the button on the handle on the side, and we can exit from the Nano. So before first use, we need to ensure that we charge up the Nano for between 8 to 10 hours. The charging port is situated on the right-hand side, as you can see here, just in front of the rear wheel. You can rotate the cover out of the way and then ensure that your charging leads are all unravelled. And then we place that charging socket into there and we would plug the plug into the wall socket. As we said, up to 10 hours or until the little light on the charger turns green. Once it's charged, unplug the plug from the socket. That's very important that you do that first, and then take it out from the charge socket on the side. You can then place the dust cover down, and now we can take the keys and we can turn the mobility scooter on and go for a ride. In order to use the scooter once it's been fully charged, we use our keys. going to raise the armrest. Now traditionally, on the majority of mobility scooters, you have a key and an ignition. On this particular scooter, you have a key fob. So it's a little bit like modern cars that have keyless entry. You press the button on the front and the scooter turns an orange colour on the button. But now you use your keyless entry and the scooter beeps into life. All the lights appear and the scooter is ready to be used. It's also important to note that there's no freewheel lever on the Nano mobility scooter, so you don't have to worry about a lever at the front or the rear in order to put it into drive mode. In order to use the scooter or move it manually, you would fold it up, lift it up into the raised position and push it around in that way. In order to fold the scooter, there's a couple of items that you just need to move first of all. Firstly, we put the backrest down, and then we can adjust the arms by pressing the button on the side and fold those flat, as you can see. On the tiller, you may be able to leave it at the height shown. However, by simply loosening the tiller, dropping that down and retightening it, it then ensures it's as compact as it can be. I have some keys in my pocket. However, rather than the traditional key that you would use, these come with some key fobs and a remote button in order to fold the scooter. There are also 2 buttons at the rear of the scooter which can be used to do the same operation. We start by pressing the scooter button on, and then with the key fob, the scooter comes to life, and then we press the button one more time. With the remote, we can then press the button and the scooter starts to fold, as you can see here. Once folded, the scooter can be placed into the rear of a vehicle, or you can stand the vehicle up, as I'll show you now, and you can then manoeuvre the vehicle around. The CareCo Nano doesn't come with a freewheel lever as traditionally used on other scooters. You can either use it as normal, or if you want to manoeuvre it around the home, you would have it in this position now, and then you can steer this around the home and place it under the stairs or wherever you may have space to do so.